Hello everyone, my name is that guy, another person, and on this video I am going to be surviving hardcore Minecraft for 100 days. If you do not know, hardcore Minecraft is the hardest difficulty, and death means the end of the world. All your builds and everything else gets deleted. Alright, let's jump in. Alrighty, let's do this. So this is the world, and this is me. I marked the spawn location, not entirely sure why, but I have heard that it could be useful for some farms in the later game. So far it looks like I've spawned in one of the most useful places there is food-wise, since there is sweet berries and the fish. Going caving? I nearly died already, but have no fear, because after getting some iron, I got my Yeezys and my shield. On day 2, I went exploring. While doing that, I got myself a dog. And even found a scaly spawner. Yeet! That is gonna be very useful. On day 3, I met Fisherman Joe, and he suggested to build my first base here. And I agree. This place has some nice looking grass. So I decided to get to work. I chopped down so much wood that I broke my axe. On day 4, some trees needed some additional firepower. On day 5, I made a cow pen, and then I lured them in. They will never escape. On day 6, I started working on a wheat farm plot. Nice thing about making everything flat is that you get a lot of dirt. On day 7, while planting the seeds and breeding the cows, I decided that I want to get diamonds before day 10. That requires constructing a mine all the way down to the diamond level. It was at day 8 when I finally got myself some nice blue shiny rocks. I kept mining for 3 days, got 13 diamonds and a whole lot of other useful resources. At day 12, I was crafting the necessary weapons. Trust me, no diamonds were wasted. No diamonds were wasted whatsoever. None. Days 13 and 14, nothing special really happened, since I was just terraforming the swamp. I love that deep, dark green color of the swamp. Well, besides that, I killed a creeper and then had a good night's sleep. On day 15, I named my dog Eureka. And just like the previous days, I bred the cows again. For the next couple days, I was just terraforming and doing the chores. At day 18, creeper nearly killed me. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again. Okay, it happened again. Day 19, went exploring a little bit. Found a plains biome, got hungry, went back home. Day 20, I started to work on my house. Day 21, the slaughter. Peter, don't look. I made 15 bookshelves, but forgot that I still have no obsidian. Did you know mining obsidian is slow? After that, I made the enchanting table and called it a day. Day 22. Made the enchanting station in a safe place. Enchanted 2 diamond picks, neither of them had fortune or even silk touch. So I went after some sand on day 23. Headed a little bit west, not to destroy my wonderful terrain. And found a roofed forest. That's a tiny mansion, but it is made of wood. Day 24. Worked on my house, had a need for spruce wood. And also, some pumpkins wouldn't hurt. At the nighttime, I fought some skellies on the spawner, and also tried to convert it into XP farm. Day 25. Finally got myself a fortune pick. It's fortune 2, but it's better than nothing. Day 26. Trying out my new pick. I guess it went well since I got 88 diamonds, and time flew by so fast that once I finally got back to the surface, it was already day 29. At day 29, I enchanted my blue shiny pointy stick and went to Skilly Spawner with determination of finishing it. On day 31, there was a single missing puzzle piece for the XP farm. I needed soul sand, and that means I need to go to the nether. So covering myself in diamonds, I did. Okay, here we go. I met the friendly piglin. To show him my friendship, I chopped him into the ground. Oh, and while trading with him, I got some fire resistance potions. Nice. With a trembling heart, I finally found the fortress. I got the blaze rods, got my desired soul sand, and the nether warts. Even got my first wither skull. And I think that should be enough nether for now. When I came back, it was already day 34. So, on day 34, I officially finished the XP farm. And let me tell you, it works great. So great that I grinded XP and enchanted for 9 days straight. I didn't get the best enchantments, but the ones that stood out were Silk Touch for my pick and Power 5 for my bow. At the night of 43, I fought some phantoms, and before adventuring some more in the nether, I made some fire resistant potions. And no mistakes were made there. Trust me. On day 44, I hunted down some blazes. Now all I need is some endermen. I bet you know where I'm going with this. So endermen tend to spawn only at night. So I thought that I had a better chance of finding some in the nether. If you didn't know, endermen can spawn in the nether and most frequently in the warped forest. And given some time and luck, I found some. Let's get to slaying. Admittedly, I was getting a bit too cocky, since, yeah, I had some close calls there. I got 13 ender pearls, and I might have gotten lost for a second there. So when I got back, it was day 45. So now the last thing I need is the pumpkin, and the stronghold, obviously. After a good night's sleep, I ventured out to find the stronghold. I did find the stronghold, and spent all day aimlessly wandering around searching for the portal, and found the portal I did. Also, almost died again. You might be able to see that I have no water in my bucket. On day 48, now being fueled with paranoia and a few more mugs of coffee, I ventured out to find a pumpkin. You know, for fashion. You may not know, but I'm the most fashionable man in this world. Wild Ender Boy zipped past me. I have a suspicion that they know what's coming for them. And also, I did find some pumpkins. Obviously, I harvested them all, for selfish reasons, and found a village. Some more selfish thoughts appeared in my head. This is where I got my first emerald. I didn't steal it. I just took it, without them knowing. It's different. I will give it back, in exchange for some goodies. On day 49, I trapped the villagers in holes, for their safety, of course. Don't worry, I did give them a torch for sustenance. I'm not a monster. Oh, and trust me, I didn't have to run all the way back to home to get the phantom membranes. I deemed the newfound village the pumpkin village. So, after heading home, and definitely not being lost, and going straight back to the stronghold, I did my preparations. So the day was 51. I haven't defeated the dragon many times, and I definitely haven't done it in hardcore mode. So, stakes were high, and my heart was racing. I was so nervous that I even forgot I had made some golden apples. I was focused, with one goal, killing the Ender Dragon. Indeed, my vision was encumbered, but that did not stop me. The fight itself isn't too complicated. All you have to do is shoot the crystals you can, punch the ones you can't shoot, and just keep chugging on those slow falling potions. If you're sneaky like me, you could also trap the dragon's breath. And at the very end, all that's left is breaking the dragon's shins. It will also break its spirit as well. Nice. Now that that's done, let's get back to work. I won't be bothering you with the credits. You can watch them somewhere else. Day 52, I had a big brain moment and thought to make another tunnel to my home base. After making a portal and entering the nether, I really thought my decision. So I slept, because you know, the morning is smarter than the evening. So, day 53, I decided to work on the nearby village, because of my big heart, which is fueled mainly by emeralds. Most of the day was spent pushing villagers into holes, and the remaining flattening the place, and of course using my favorite torch pattern. I did this type of work for several days. On day 58, I repaired and renamed my shovel the Gravedigger, even though I'm not even digging any graves. Or am I? On day 62, I was still working, not really paying attention, and Creeper managed to sneak up on me. But those blasts got nothing on my diamond armor. Day 64, I finished the groundwork and laying the torches. Now I would like to secure the village with the fence. And done. And that was not even a full day's work. Well, that's not really true, since I did work through the night. And it was day 65. That day I saw a villager sleeping on the ground. I guess it is better for your back. On day 66, somehow a villager and the golem burned to death. No idea why though. On day 67, I made a bread pit. I mean, breadstick. I mean, a bed pit. For all your villager needs. And tamed a cat. Hey dude, how did you get up there? On day 68, I went back to the end dimension and collected the dragon egg. Also, I went to the nether to check again for the coordinates and to get back my forgotten dog. On day 69, I saw some magical floating mines. I bred the dogs, also bred the cows, named my dog Curiosity, and no, it didn't kill the cat. All in all, the day was nice, and I was hoping that it keeps going like that, since I had decided to make another pathway from portal to portal. Finished the walkway about 50%, ran out of blocks. On day 70, I mined with the silk touch pick to get some blue shiny rocks and some precious stone. Got the achievement Return to Sender and finished the nether highway. Day 71, I figured out that you can drink dragon's breath. Sad. I was hoping that it was minty. To cope with my depression, I brought home a ton of dirt from the village. On day 72 and 73, I used all that dirt to make everything flat. On day 74, I constructed a pumpkin farm for my pumpkin needs. And on day 75, I finally used my XP points to enchant some books. That probably bothered at least one of you. Also, grew some chunky spruce tree for the house building. I didn't know that these trees can make the ground all yucky. I spent day 76 chopping down a lot of zebra trees for a new project I wanted to start right away. It took day 77, but I finished it. Yeah, that's right, a monster grinder.
It can be stackable, doesn't allow any spiders or endermen to spawn, and theoretically should be fast in getting rid of the mobs. This is not an ad, but this is dihydrogen. On day 78, I finished the house's floor, installed a hopper collector to the grinder. While chopping down wood for the second floor, I realized I need to make a tree farm. That's gonna be added to my huge, throbbing to-do list. And just as I was lost in thought, the villager guys arrived. I knew they would be trouble, so I killed them swiftly. However, they didn't fight back, and that made me feel kinda bad. So I planted down their banner in their memorial. Not sure if I should go find a village or what. I decided to work through the night and then liberate the village. After I finish up this slime that's attempting to trample my crops. At this point, I realized that my game sounds were not being recorded. So, my apologies, now it's fixed. On day 79, I took Curiosity's and Eureka's offspring to help me fend off the attack on Titan. Village. And this is where I almost died again. The village raid got real crazy, real fast. These guys even made me kill my dog. This was my all-time closest near-death experience. I was down to half a heart. How lucky is that? How am I still alive? How is that possible? So many questions. After getting 3 totems total, I accepted my defeat and left while I am still alive. On day 81, I repaired my axe and helmet and restocked on arrows. I'm determined to finish my house. I also had to tell the bad news to Curiosity and Eureka. Of the collective sadness, a new puppy popped into the existence. At the day of 84, the morning was cold and wet, the rain was heavy, but that didn't bother me because I spent the last 2 days to build my roof. Now, technically, I'm no longer homeless. Just pay no mind to the lack of walls. I also adventured out, even in the rain, to get some sand for my windows. And I didn't even have to go far. I'm sure this looks as pretty to me as it does to you. The Minecraft gods also seemed to be pleased, and even made the rain stop. But honestly, my house just looks ridiculous, and I like it. On day 85, I put in some windows. As for those huge gaping holes, well, that's just ventilation. We are in a swamp after all. On day 86, I wanted to do something more exciting. Something that could get my blood boiling. And in the nether, my blood is boiling. Mainly from the heat though. I was working on the nether fortress, making it easier to fight the wither skellies. I guess they are stronger than I thought, because I died. And that would be it for me, if not for the totem. On day 87, I heard a sound that I have never heard in the game before. It even made me physically jump. Also, I blocked off the blaze spawners so they don't bother me as much. Might be a good XP farm someday. On day 88, I finally got what I came here for. Day 89 was spent in search for the gas tier. Unfortunately, I didn't get any. Hopefully I can survive. As the day 90 came around, I was brewing the potions and gearing myself up for the fight with the triple-headed demon, the Twitter. The Twitter. To top it all off, I was also looking for something that I can sacrifice. And then I had an idea. Making a snow golem rave party. The fight itself was really short. I don't think it even lasted longer than a minute. I won. And I got myself another star and 54 wither roses. On day 91 I constructed a beacon. It was only level 2 and that means I need to get some more resources. But before that, I wanted to build something nice looking and I was thinking about this little project a while ago. It was day 93 when I stopped building, but it was only because I ran out of bone blocks. I agree, it looks kinda funky, but I'm pleased with it so far. And it has some thick legs, we can all agree on that, right? Speaking of thick, I'm taking you know what? To the village. I'm planning to make some good money in the near future. Day 94 was mainly spent on carrot farming. I expanded the original farm plot sixfold, and this should be way more than enough to make villagers make other villagers. Days 95 and 96 were mainly used to increase the village populace. On day 98, the zombie training machine is practically done. Well, I will add more cells on it, but it already proved itself twice, and it works brilliantly. The way it works is pretty simple. You just heal a villager, and that lowers the prices, and you can convert it back to the zombie at will. If you keep converting the villager back and forth, the discounts will stack. Day 99 was just me trading with the villagers, and trying to get another dude to go in there. Wasn't lucky enough. I guess I should take a break from the villager stuff. And at day 100, I did take a little break. After killing a couple of creepers, I just ran around the plains and forests picking up flowers. And as the sun was setting, I launched some festive fireworks. It was a humble show, but who knows, perhaps we'll make a greater firework display next time. And this is the end of the 100 days. I survived, and frankly, it reignited interest in the game. If you enjoyed this video, then support it by hitting a like button. And make sure to subscribe. Having the support would give me some recognition for what I have done, and would encourage me to work harder for the next 100 days. Okay everyone, have a good one.